Hi everyone, my name is Amy and today I want to introduce to you to some very special creatures named tardigrades. They are near microscopic animals and they look like this. They have fascinated the science community for many years because of their ability to survive in some extreme conditions. For example, they have been found to withstand environments as cold as -200 degrees Celsius or highs of over 150 degrees Celsius. Scientists have been studying the genetic makeup of these animals to try and decipher just how they are able to survive these conditions. And it was in one of the research led by Associate Professor Kuneida and his colleagues that they discovered a tardigrade-specific protein named DSUP. And DSUP stands for damage suppressor. So how did they go about this? They started off with the DSUP coding sequence, which is essentially the instructions for the cell to know how to make the protein. They put the coding sequence into a vector and injected the vector into a human cell. With these altered human cells, they were able to discover a crucial role of the protein, and it is also what gave it its name. But before I go into that, let's have a look at our DNA. Our DNA is this double helix molecule, and it is also extremely long. And to be able to fit this really long molecule into our cells, we need the help of a histone. Histone is a protein, and DNA wraps around this protein to form chromatin. And chromatin is what DSUP binds onto. By binding onto chromatin, DSUP protects the DNA from radiation damage. You see, radiation damage can occur at the hydrogen atoms that are exposed in minor grooves of the DNA. The radiation can break the bonds that are formed by the hydrogen, and that begins to unravel the whole molecule. It appears that's where DSUP comes in and blocks the radiation from accessing that groove. In the research, they found that tardigrade-tinged human cells were able to suppress X-ray-induced damage by up to 40%. So who would really benefit from having a little tardigrade in them? Well, we'll be looking at people who are subjected to high dose or long-term exposure of radiation. In terms of medicine, it would definitely be those undergoing radiation therapy. Radiotherapy is a cancer treatment that uses high doses of radiation to kill cancer cells. In Australia, approximately 40% of cancer cures are attributed to radiotherapy, and it is a very commonly used treatment. However, there is a risk to this treatment and a limit to how much a person can receive over the course of their lifetime. This is all due to the fact that the radiation is not only killing the growth of the cancer cell, but it's also affecting the healthy neighboring cells too. It doesn't happen immediately, but over time, even post-treatment, there can be issues such as bone loss or brain damage, as the area that once had the tumor had experienced radiation damage due to the therapy. If we are able to hone the use of DSUP in humans, this may no longer be a limiting factor to this treatment, as the proteins can protect the neighboring cells and allow the radiation damage to concentrate wholly on the cancerous area. But now let's think outside of this world. Astronauts are exposed to approximately 50 to 2,000 millisieverts of radiation just in a 6-month mission to outer space. To give you a comparison, cancer caused by radiation is well documented at doses beginning at 100 millisieverts and above. Astronauts are at significant risk for various degenerative diseases caused by radiation damage. The possibility to genetically edit our astronauts to be able to withstand the space environment with the help of our good old tardigrades, it can extend our possibilities to infinity and beyond. So, from one near microscopic animal, this protein can benefit us in many ways. And so, in the future, we just might begin to see some tardigraded humans. Thank you.